recording yet? Okay, cool. Okay, so basically, this is the run through. Basically, here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna knock on the door, and Josue's gonna come in, right? And basically, we're gonna start talking about like how he's gonna put his backpack in the cubbies, because that's normal safety stuff, right? You don't want to trip over it or anything. We just kind of want to keep it to the side, right? He's going to put on a lab coat because, lab coat, that's lab safety, very important. He should also probably get some goggles, but, since he's wearing glasses, we can talk about how he doesn't really need goggles because he already has the glasses. It's kind of acceptable.
Find that offensive.
You can find that offensive all you want. He's wearing closed-toed shoes. That's a nice bit, right? All right, so let's see. We're going to follow him over here to the showers next, right? That's what we put on the board. And so basically, these showers are for if you get a chemical spill on yourself or anything similar. All you have to do is run over here, strip naked, and pull the shower thing. And okay, but anyways, it's important because how am I gonna put this? It's important because if you get a chemical spill on yourself, it's really dangerous. If you get a base or an acid or whatever, it can contaminate you, it can burn you, you won't even feel it. So it's really important to wash yourself thoroughly. Now, the other thing we're going to talk about here is the eye wash, right? Now, Josue is going to put his face in the eye wash if he gets anything in his eyes. That's basically it. It's 15 minutes, I think, is the standard time. 15 minutes, keep your eyes open. Am I right?
Yes. You know how hard that is? It's like...
it's safety, right? Then let's see. Moving over to the sink, we're going to talk about how you always need to wash your hands, right? That's going to be a topic we cover. We always want to keep clean because if our hands aren't clean, we carry contaminants into and out of the laboratory, right?
Yeah.
And similarly, while we're at the sink, don't pour anything down the sink. Because if you pour anything down the sink, it can corrode pipes and you get into the local ecosystem. There's a million things that can go wrong. You get into our drinking water, probably not, maybe, who knows, propaganda.
Exaggeration.
Slightly.
Slight.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Let's see, anything else we're still going to talk about here? This. No? We're good?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, washed hands, we wipe down. No. Okay, next. Let's wipe down desks. So, always remember, your lab station is where you have been working, right? And other people have been working. There's chemicals, there's things, there's spills, there's various microorganisms all around. There's a million things that are disgusting about this table. So see, this is proper procedure. Spray it down with Sandasol. Typically, you want to let it sit there for a few minutes before wiping it down, but we don't really have to. It's also nice to kind of wipe it down and let it evaporate. So I'm going to grab a paper towel real quick, and wipe down the table. Now, it's important to wipe down the table thoroughly because since we're always working with different samples, we don't want to contaminate them or ourselves.
Almost on purpose, which is bad.
Don't contaminate ourselves on purpose. That's also what he said. It's bad.
It's sabotage. Yeah. Many countries.
Anyways, another nice segue with wiping down these tables is that remember, everything here is filthy, right? You don't want to eat or drink in the lab. If you eat or drink in the lab, bad things will happen to you. Come on, you don't want to get any kind of
E. coli.
Yeah, E. coli, anything like that. No harmful chemicals, no harmful bacteria, viruses, contaminants, etc. Don't eat all these tables. Now, Carissa here happens to be hungry. She brought a granola bar. She can't eat that here, and she's gonna have to suffer for the next 5 hours while we're in lab because she didn't think ahead and get lunch during our hour-long break.
Or she can eat that little cubby over there. Here's the cubbies.
Oh, you're right. If she so wished to, if we had a break and we weren't working, she could walk over to the cubbies or step outside and eat her snack or drink her drink. Those are all acceptable things, just don't do it anywhere near where we're actually working. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Good. What's next on the list? Here's the list we're going over. You might want to zoom in a little. Get it all in. So let's see, we've covered most of these things. Wiping the desk, goggles and lab coat, shower, eye wash, microscopes, we'll cover that next.
Broken glass.
Broken glass, no running, no horseplay. We covered eating in lab. We covered washing hands. We covered backpacks. We covered nothing down the sink.
Is that Cobus?
Cobus?
Oh, cubbies.
Cubbies. Okay, so let's go to the microscopes. Now, the microscopes are all stored over in this closet. Cabinet.
Cabinet.
Not closet.
By
Cabinet.
numbers.
I'm sorry, I'm foreign. So these microscopes are very expensive. Unfortunately, we use them every day. So when you're holding a microscope, yes, you can do it. Make sure to grab it by the neck and hold it underneath. This provides the best support so you don't drop it, you don't actually knock into anyone. Don't do that. You're best if your microscopes are being held like this. It's really important to not break them because they're really expensive, and if you're ever assigned microscopes, you might be out of a microscope for however long if you happen to break yours.
Make sure you clean your microscopes before putting them back when you use them.
And put it back in where you got them, because their numbers match up to where you got them from.
4121, 4121. Good. What's next?
Broken glassware.
Broken glassware. Let's talk about broken glassware. Now, no one likes broken glassware, right? Broken glassware means cuts. Broken glassware means shattered. It means on the ground. It means getting stuck in your clothes, shoes. Mostly just means cuts. It's all various different versions of getting cut. Maybe it gets stuck in your skin. Maybe
We've all seen that video.
We have all seen
Have it in there.
Yes. If you were in this class, we have all seen that chem safety video where the guy is working with a pipette and the thing freaking shatters, right? And goes straight into his palm. You don't want that. Broken glassware is bad. So, if we're working with broken glassware, we have a convenient way to dispose of it. We have a brush. We have
a pan.
A pan. That's what that's called. A pan. I was looking for that word. Whenever glass breaks, clear the area. Make sure everyone knows there's glass broken.
And don't stare at them too.
Don't stare at them. Don't stare at them.
Like if you break something, just be like.
Yeah, don't just stare at it. Do something about it. Make sure no one else gets hurt. Walk over to the area, sweep it up with the pan, and then dump it in that blue lidded container. That's
This is broken glass.
It's marked broken glass. That's convenient on the handle. So that's all you really have to remember in that
Paper
case.
towels in there.
Oh, who would use paper? Don't use paper towels to clean up broken glass. That's a horrible idea. What if it goes through the paper towel? You will cut yourself. That is bad. Whoever did that is bad. I'm sorry if it's one of the professors and they're watching this video, but that is bad. Don't do that. It's dangerous.
Yeah, the sharps container over here too.
Oh yes, the sharps container. Whenever we're working, do you want to take this one away?
So whenever we're working with something like pipette tips, which is often debated whether they're sharps or not, we put it over here in the sharps container. If we're ever working with something organic, like for example the pigs, we have to get rid of it. We put it in the biohazard bin because they have to get rid of it specially and just dump it out in the backyard. Yeah.
I mean that's pretty much it. It's just the same as disposal, same disposal for everything.
When we're using pipette tips, the big ones, we can put it back here, but we don't use the small ones, only the big ones, because they'll just get messy in there.
Yep.
Cotton balls are over here. Test tubes, after they've been used, go here, so they can wash them, instead of just randomly placed in the sharps or somewhere else.
And pro tip, this isn't really a safety thing, but don't leave any labels on your test tubes when you put them in to be cleaned, because you will lose points on your lab report, because the lab techs are not paid to remove labels. They're paid to clean your stuff. Okay.
Yes. Microscope slides, if you're using them, it's going to be in here, because it's going to fill with sandstone, or disinfectant, some percent.
That's it for here.
No running horseplay.
Right, no running or horseplay. It is really important. This is a lab safety video. Now look at the lab. Do a quick pan around the whole lab, right? Quicker, 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 quicker.
Now you have motion.
Motion. Okay, now you can see this is a large lab. There's going to be a lot of people, there's a lot of equipment, there's a lot of things going on. Even if it's only the four of us here, there's a lot of things going on. Now, we've learned this from the, kindergarten? First grade? Whatever. Don't run around in class. Don't do what she's doing, because it's distracting and someone's going to get hurt. Okay?
Oh, Roger. Shut up.
Don't do what she's doing. Don't do what he just did. No running, no horseplay. Stay safe. Nothing is safer than being on your own 2 feet, being in control of your actions. You run around, someone else might get hurt. You push someone else will definitely be hurt.
Or they'll push back.
And then you'll get hurt. And then, it'll just turn into like an all-out brawl.
Chemical fight?
Yeah, chemical fight. Not even a food fight. Have you ever seen a chemical burn? There's a reason we have those showers. Scientists need to keep a clear head. What else? What are we missing?
Be aware.
Be aware. Yes, yes. Or be aware. Beware. It's all kind of the same kind of.
What?
Be aware.
But it's beware.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
It's grammatically the same
That's
thing.
two
Be
separate
aware
definitions.
and beware are the same thing. Anyways, be aware of everything around you, right? Like we said, no horseplay, no pushing, whatever, no playing around. The reason for this is because, like we said, other people might not be in on the joke. Other people might not be aware of where you're standing, where you're running. Always be aware of yourself and your surroundings. You see someone's Bunsen burner unattended, turn it off, or ask them if they want it to be unattended.
Oh.
You see, come on, basics. Like, just things like that. Be aware of yourself, be aware of your classmates. Don't leave rusty scalpels just lying around where someone might step on them. Don't leave pins around. Don't leave flames, open flames. Make sure all the taps are closed when you're done using them. You know, there's air, there's vacuum, there's gas. Make sure they're all off if they're not in use. Oh, hey. And if a lab partner comes in, don't be like, hey, what are you doing here? We're filming this video, get out. Be like, hey, would you like to join our video? Well, I mean, it's too bad, you're already in our video.
Yeah,
But generally,
your video.
it would have been nice. It would have been nice to ask, right? Now, did I miss anything
That's
else?
a natural disaster.
Right. Now, with natural disasters, big scary things, earthquakes, fires, tsunami, hurricane, who knows, dust storm, maybe it's the Dust Bowl in California, we are in a drought. Just leave the classroom. Leave the classroom, go to the designated safe area. If there's an earthquake, they tell you to get under the desks. Physically, that's not going to help much, but, you know, legal issues, get under the desk, will probably save you better than this. Yeah, I'll demonstrate. I will get under a desk, because this will save me during an earthquake.
You look like Gollum.
I'm safe, right? All right. Isn't it taking a second to crawl out of here? So maybe you wrap this up.
Sure. So all the things and stuff we talked about today, basically using any lab video. Keep yourself safe, keep others safe, you know, from God knows what. But yeah, this has been our video.
Yeah, be nice.
I just thought
We're
about
stuck in here for like 5-6 hours at a time. We need to be nice to each other. Don't be rude.
The worst thing you can do is piss someone off for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Especially when they're your lab partner.
Excuse me. You picked me as a lab partner, okay? This is not some one-way street where you got stuck with me. You can't just blame everything on me, okay?
Everything happens to the brother.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, this is our last safety video.